Hello, my dear crafters. I have been creating ideas for gifts for the last few weeks, and you've seen some of my tutorials, and I realized that I didn't prepare anything for pets. And as we know, they are our daily Valentines, aren't they? These ideas are not, it's not even for you to give to your pet, just that. But think about your friends, think about your neighbors, the friends that you know have pets and love them. Wouldn't they be so happy to receive something like this? Because you know, if you have a pet, this will make them smile, and maybe they will love it even way more than if you give them a gift. So this video today is to give you ideas on how to wrap up some gifts for your dogs and cats. I'm sorry that I don't have anything cat related because I have a dog, and let me just show him. Here he is. His name is Pablo. And he's a very sweet dog, very unusual looking, I know. He's a rescue dog, and he's my great companion. I mean, he's here in my craft room all the time with me, but just look at this. This is when he decides that when I'm recording a video, this is the best place to be. So that's Pablo, and yeah, so the idea here is to present friends and just to tell them, listen, I care about your pet too, and I know how much you love them. So let's start with the small one. So these are treats, and of course, when I say gift for pets, it's always food. At least for dogs, that's all they care about. Sorry. So I start with this, and it's all about the wrapping. And this is actually a beautiful, let me show you. It's a beautiful die set, very inexpensive, and I actually I'm creating, because I'm going to have a bazaar for the Oregon Humane Society. They take care of animals here in Oregon, and I'm making some bookmarks with this. So they're great for bookmarks, but you can use for something like this. And they have some little tiny ones as well. It's a wonderful, wonderful die set to have. I'll have the link below for you. So that's what I used in this one here. And I just added a little tiny bow. And of course my signature, which are these little tiny envelope notes. And I'm going to show you how to make these envelopes because I had someone ask me, and I want to make sure to show you. It's so easy. You just get a piece of paper, and that depends on how tiny you want them to be. And basically, guys, this is what you do. You just fold them, and you see this will be like half of this, but I eyeball it. I don't have any dies or anything. So you just do this, fold it, and then just fold this down. And there you have it. You have your envelope. It's very, very easy to make. And what I do is I round the corners with my round corner rounder. You've seen this around because I use it all the time. So there you go. It's a small one, so I'm going to use the smallest. And there you are. You have an envelope. And then you just use a little heart. Maybe this one here. Let me show you. You put a little heart here, and you have a little tiny envelope. Very easy. Depends on the size you want, and you make it as long as wide as you want. So this is the idea. Just wrap up little tiny bits of their favorite, even if it's not their favorite, but you know, just some treats. That's for tiny one. I made another one here. This is another die set that it's actually for making shakers. So don't worry, I'll have the link to all of these below. This one I use a lot too to make shakers. I don't think I have it here. No, it's around somewhere. But you can either do this, same idea here for little tiny dogs. And then I'm going up for medium-sized dogs. You can also create something like this. Just create a scenery. This is very simple. It's just, again, a piece of paper. I think this was like 5 or maybe 4 inches. You just fold it. And let me give you a tip, because I don't like when you see the staples here, because usually that's what you do, is just staple it. And what I did, you have 2 options. These are the 2 things I do. One is cover it. That's what I did with this. I had this, this is actually a paper punch that I have that creates these fences. So just put something over it. And it doesn't even have to go see the back, you can still see it, but the front is very neat. So that's one idea. The other idea that I've used, and I use it a lot, is you staple the plastic just to close it, and that's only if you don't have those resealable ones. So you staple that, and then you put double-sided tape here on the inside, and you close it with the double-sided tape so it goes over the staple. So that these are my ideas. And here is and this is for a bigger dog, of course, some treats and the little tiny envelope. But create a scenery with a dog house. This is actually a bird house, but I just thought it looks kind of a dog house, so just use it. Just make something fun like that. And the other one, which is one of my favorite dies, dog dies. Let me show you. It comes like this, and you can make a shaker with it too, and it just cuts, so you can cut around it and have something like this. But this is how I use it. I just cut the dog as a heart, and I just glued it to here. And also the other idea that I will give you is to cut with some, it can be with those scissors if you have that, they have some patterns, but this is a paper punch. So just add more interest to it by doing that. And I just glued this little dog, and I made sure that the heart was red, because it cuts a little tiny heart. And this is for an even bigger dog, right? Oh, I should have gotten the price out, but anyway. So this is the idea that I have. And you can also, let me show you, with this same die, let me show you two cards. This is the same die here that I made, little tiny cards. You can make little tiny cards for those, you know, if your friends love dogs and animals and pets, and of course make it with cats. I'm sorry I don't have any cat related products. I'm getting some because as I told you, I have this bazaar coming up. But you can make a little tiny note like this, a little tiny 3x3 card. This is a wonderful die set to have. So it comes with these two hearts here. So I'll have the link for both these die sets, okay? So that's an idea. You can also make a little tiny card and put them in, you know, in front of their houses and surprise your friends and neighbors, or you know, those friends that you have, and maybe you walk your dogs together, or your cats, or I don't know if you walk cats. Well, I actually see them being walked in my neighborhood sometimes. But that's my idea for you. Valentine's is about love, and it's about sharing your love, right? So tell your friends I love your pets as well, and they'll be so happy, you know, your partners, whoever. But that's my idea for today. And yeah, I will see you next. Bye-bye.